Okay, in this quick video, we're going to talk about how to identify the end behavior of a quadratic function. Okay, so we've talked about end behavior before, but this one is going to talk just about end behavior of a quadratic function. So you might recall that when we're talking about end behavior, we're talking about the extreme left-hand side of the graph. Okay, so way over here, or the extreme right-hand side of a graph. We have no interest at all when we're talking about end behavior about what's going on in the middle, because it's not middle behavior, it's end behavior. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is tell in your statement where you're looking. Okay, and so since we have two ends, the left end and the right end, we're going to start by just saying something to have us look at the left and the right. If I'm looking at the left side of the graph, right, the left side is going to have to do with x values. We're talking about where x values are very small. So the left side of the graph is as x approaches negative infinity. This is going to be no matter what graph you're looking at, no matter what. The left side of the graph is as x approaches negative infinity. Now the right side is going to be as x approaches positive infinity. All right. Now this doesn't tell us anything about what the graph is doing. This is just telling us where to look. So this stuff right here is just where to look. The second part of the statement is going to be, what is the graph doing? With quadratic functions, they're either going to be both going up or both going down. If they're both going up, the y value is going towards infinity, positive infinity, right? And both sides, that's true. They're both going up on the left side and on the right side. Okay, and so here would be a completed statement. And it's two parts. The left side says, as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches positive infinity. The right side says, as x approaches positive infinity, y also approaches infinity. So that second part of the statement is the what is the graph doing, the actual behavior of the graph. All right, let's look at the second graph. Now we're going to start by filling in that first part because it doesn't matter what the graph's doing. That first part stays exactly the same. As x approaches negative infinity is the left side of the graph. As x approaches positive infinity, that's the right side of the graph. Okay, now let's look at the graph. What is the graph doing on the extreme left-hand side? If you look at the extreme left-hand side, the graph is going down. So on the left side, the y value is going down. So you can also write that second part as f of x is approaching something. So it's going down, it's going to negative infinity. And same with the right. With quadratic functions, your ends are both going to do the same thing. So they're either both going to be going up or they're both going to be going down. All right, the last one is for you to try. You try this last one and see how you do. Okay, hopefully you gave the end behavior on the left-hand side as x approaches negative infinity, and the right is as x approaches positive infinity. And then what is it doing on the left? Well, we're going up, and on the right, we're going up. So your y value is approaching positive infinity on both of those. All right, great job. And now we're going to start applying that. See you next time.